This is my nutritarian pasta, completely vegetarian and packed with lots of protein and micronutrients. Alright, so this is all you need. Looks like a lot, but it's not really, for this healthy, delicious, meatless, nutrient-dense pasta. Okay, so we're gonna start here with the noodles. They're gluten-free, they're made of chickpeas and I believe lentil. That's about it. So we're gonna use that. For seasoning, we have black pepper, some multi-purpose season, paprika, garlic powder, pink Himalayan salt, doesn't really matter, and secret ingredient, some chili powder. I like the Old El Paso, but you can just use regular chili powder. For the sauce, Alfredo sauce, you can make your own, or you can do what I do and just use the quick stuff. I like this basil garlic sauce. This is some minced garlic, and this is the other secret ingredient. It's jalapeno, lime, and aioli sauce. It's amazing. I put this like on everything. Over here we have our already washed and prepped organic baby spinach. Also washed 6-bean medley. We have broccoli, an onion. You only need half of the onion, or depending on how much onion you want, and a portobello mushroom. All right, let's get started. So to start, I just boiled some water, added a dash of salt and some olive oil so that the noodles don't stick together. Once I just bring my noodles to a boil, I think you can just read whatever it says on the box, whatever kind of noodles you make, any noodles work. If you like it al dente, then just kind of take it off a little earlier. You can measure how much noodles to water you want to put in, but pretty straightforward, boiling noodles. Get that started first because everything else kind of just is really quick. So I chopped up my mushroom, and I chopped up my broccoli in fairly smaller pieces as well. I only ended up using 1/4 of the onion, so I'm not a big onion fan. You can just adjust it however you'd like. So yeah, start by tossing the onions in and the garlic, just get a little saute going. And then I'm gonna add the broccoli. The broccoli is first because it's the hardest of everything, so you want to have them in over the heat, getting soft as long as possible. You can choose to add how much ever you want. I did about 1 tablespoon of garlic, but you can put less or you can put more depending on what you like. This recipe is very flexible. I just kind of showed you how I like to make it, but you can adjust the ingredients however you'd like. Once the broccoli is in, you're just gonna let it simmer for a little bit, for like 2-3 minutes. You're just gonna cover it, put the lid on top, and if you need to, you can also add a little bit of water depending on where it's at. I also like to just let the water drip off from the lid, just to keep adding water to keep it, I guess you could say, lubricated so that it's not burning. There's not a lot of olive oil, so just more water the better. Just kind of give it a saute. I'm gonna add the mushrooms now. They're the next biggest chunk of vegetables, so I put them in because I like them to be nice and sauteed. Yeah, stir it around a little bit and then just cover it back up and let it simmer again for a few minutes. So hard to find. Baby, like, oh, how'd you do the thing? The way that you do it. So I realized I needed some water just to make sure that the vegetables don't burn. So I probably did about, let's say, 2-3 tablespoons of water. I don't know, not a lot, just enough to make sure that nothing burns. Give it a little stir, and then I covered it back up to simmer for a few more minutes. now that these vegetables are a little tender, not too soft, but a nice even texture. You can always stick a fork in like the broccoli to make sure, you know, they're not getting too soft. You're just gonna add the beans in and just stir it around, give it a good little stir. Again, just gonna cover it back up, let things simmer a little bit, and then finally you're gonna add in the spinach. So for the spinach, I used probably about maybe 3 cups of spinach, a good amount of spinach, because as it heats up and it cooks, the spinach really shrinks a lot. So you wanna get a good amount so you can have a good taste of spinach in the pasta. So again, same concept, give it a little stir and then just pop the lid back on and let it simmer for a little bit. Now that everything is nice and soft and sauteed, just letting the water drizzle off again, making sure that there's enough water, making sure nothing burns, I'm gonna start adding some seasoning. So I'm just gonna stir it around, make sure it's evenly distributed, and then I'm gonna add some seasoning. So started with some multi-purpose seasoning. Honestly, I don't have measurements for you. You can see just a little bit, nothing crazy, a good amount so you can taste it. I'll work on measuring. Then some garlic powder. And then I added some paprika. Again, nothing crazy, just a good amount, cover some of the veggies. Followed by some salt and some black pepper. And last but not least, I added some chili seasoning. So after I added the chili seasoning, a pretty good amount of chili, by the way, I just squirted a little bit of the garlic sauce. Again, as you can see, I really love garlic, so you can opt out of these things, no big deal, but I like it. It gives a good little extra flavor. So that's garlic and basil sauce, followed by the jalapeno lime aioli sauce. Oh, love this stuff. I found it at Costco. I'm not sure where else sells it, but it's such a great investment. I'm not sure how healthy it is. I haven't read the back of it, but it tastes delicious. So, disclaimer, you can opt out of both of those sauces and this will still taste great. Now I'm just gonna add in my Alfredo sauce. This is roasted garlic Alfredo sauce, of course, more garlic. But yeah, you can do regular, you can make your own, but yeah, this is the one I like. So Alfredo sauce, and then I'm just gonna cover it after I stir it around a little bit and just let it simmer. I'm gonna lower the heat to a lower heat, probably like, I'm cooking on 5. I don't know, everyone's stove is different, but I'm cooking on 5. I lowered it to about 3. Let it simmer for a few minutes. See, the sauce has thickened up. It's ready to eat. Look at that creamy deliciousness. All right, a few scoops on top of the pasta, and there you have it. Et voila. Enjoy. If you enjoyed this video and the recipe, please give this video a like. And if you would like some more healthy, nutritarian styled recipes, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thank you so much for watching. Also, feel free to follow me on my social media accounts. Bye for now.